Happy Halloween, everyone. So normally I come into class and I bring candy and I read my very, very favorite Halloween story. But I can't do that this year. So instead, I'm making you this video of my very, very favorite Halloween story for you. So I hope you enjoy it. So this is Hogula, Dread Pig of Night by Jean Gralley. He's here. He's there. He's everywhere. And when he finds you, he'll snort you into a deep piggy snooze. He he he. Thank you very much. Hogula, Dread Pig of Night. Hogula lived in a castle on grimy Porkchop Hill. His companions were two faithful servants, Chad and Igoretta. A pleasure, I'm sure. And several 100,000 bats. Dance, my pretties, aha! The castle was packed with mud and swill and old garbagey things, just the way Hogula liked it. Lovely. Things were high on the hog on grimy Porkchop Hill. But life was not complete. Hogula had no friends. No friends to talk with, no friends to play with. Except for his bats, no friends to hang with. No friends at all. Sigh. Hogula very much wanted to make a friend. But how? Oh, master, may I suggest a mall? A mall? What's a mall? Oh, it's a big, cheery place full of people. And it's open after hours, too. Perfect. Oh, there's a good one in town called the Princess. The Princess Mall. Splendid, Igoretta. I shall attend. Oh, remember one thing, master. You must be back by bedtime before you turn into your usual monstrous, snorting self. Bedtime. I shall. Darkness fell, and Hogula departed for the Prince's Mall that very night. So here's the mall. He liked it right away. People liked him, too. They liked his costume. They loved his fangs. And when he hung from the second-level balcony, they dropped their bags and cheered. And all those necks. Oh, my. It was nearly bedtime, and Hogula's snorty snout itched to sink into them. He triple flipped perfectly to the third-level balcony. Applause exploded below him. No one noticed how tightly Hogula had to smile to keep from bursting into a snorty fit and snorting every neck in sight. No one, except one shadowy figure who saw and understood. Bing, bang, bong, boing. The clock struck 1:45. The shoppers yawned and streamed out the double doors. In no time at all, Hogula was alone. He blinked. He couldn't believe it. He'd shown off for an entire evening and he hadn't made a single solitary friend. Well, then, his face burned pinker. His tail curled tighter. No more Mr. Nice Hog. No more trying to make friends. Making friends was too hard. From now on, he would roam the world as the one true thing he was. The awful, snortful, fangful, and friendless Hogula, Dread Pig of Night. Hey, sir, your show. This was Elvis Ann. That night, she went here, there, everywhere. See over here, slam. She goes, trick or treat. Like, is this your show? Slam. Trick or treat. Like, is this your, don't you know it's after bedtime? Slam. Finally, she came to grimy Porkchop Hill. Trick or, It was him. I think this is like a shell. No, it's my glove, but how kind of you. Won't you come in? Excellent. Master's midnight snack has delivered itself to the door. He was strange. He was wonderful, unlike anything she'd ever met before. In some deep, mysterious way, Elvis Ann just knew they'd make a perfect team. She wasn't sure about those other two. Hogula smiled. Never had he wanted to snort a tempting bit of mortal so badly. He moved to her face, passed her face to her ear, and brought his twitching piggy snout to that delicious spot in her neck when he noticed her lips were twitching too. Hogula paled. Before he could scream and jump out of the way, she smooched him! And it wasn't an ordinary smooch. Her lips left her face like a water balloon shot from a bazooka and splashed a big wet one right in his kisser. Then blam, 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 she machine gunned her lips around the room. Hogula gasped. She was going for the bats. Great suffering sausagelings, he cried. I know who you are. Hogula was sure now. This was no ordinary mortal. This was the Elvis Ann, dread queen of Kissy Face, known for kisses so slurpy and noisy and tickly and gross, even he was powerless before her fiendish charms. Just as Elvis Ann had thought, they were a perfect match. There was no one in the world like Hogula, no one like Elvis Ann. They were made for each other friends. To keep their friendship perfectly porky, they made 3 rules. 1. Hogula could snort. 2. Elvis Ann could kissy face. 3. They could not snort or kissy face each other. In friendship, sometimes you have to give a little to get a lot back. To this very night, Hogula and Elvis Ann roam neighborhoods together, looking for those up past their bedtimes, deciding who to kissy face and who to snort and send into a deep, snoring, piggy snoozy snooze. They're here. Oh, they're there. They're everywhere. And when they find you, good bite. The end. I hope you enjoyed my very, very favorite Halloween story. Have a safe and fun weekend. Bye, everyone.